Welcome traders to the Meet Damien live stream. I am Damien, and today's stream we're gonna talk about the altcoins. I got the crypto bubbles chart here, showing you what altcoins are doing pretty well today. A lot of green I'm seeing on the board, which was better than what we saw yesterday. I want to talk about the altcoins because Bitcoin's really not doing much right now today, guys. It's like, I'm gonna look at it real quick here. Bitcoin finished today down 0.2%, down 160 bucks for a $70,000 asset. It was only down 160 bucks. But with Bitcoin basically going sideways and not really doing much, it gives the altcoins a chance to actually see their trade setups play out here. And we're seeing some cryptos, some altcoins actually getting some big moves here. We see Lab up 46%. XLM up 27%, Injective up 17%, and that is all good and gravy to see. They're allowed to actually go up because Bitcoin's not really doing much. Now, if Bitcoin was going up itself, then there would be some traders trading Bitcoin. But because Bitcoin's not really doing much, some of the traders out there are saying, "Screw it! I'm just gonna go trade XLM or Injective or XMR or something else besides Bitcoin to try to get." Some day trading action going on here. So the traders are actually trying to get into altcoins again here. And if Bitcoin was to go down significantly, then it's very hard for these altcoins to actually see their trade setups play out. Even if they are bullish trade setups, it's very hard for them to see that to actually play out here. But I actually want to take a look at Injective. Was one of the stronger cryptocurrencies that I looked at earlier this week. And I'm pretty sure it's still heading up and to the right. We'll take a look at Injective, and then we'll also take a look at Lab. Why not? Because it is one of the high flyers for today in the top 100 cryptos. So we'll take a look at Injective and Lab, and then I'll do some requests here for you guys. If you guys have any requests for your cryptocurrencies that you want to take a look at, shoot away, let me know. I'll try to do a 2-hour live stream, but if you guys aren't putting out the request, then it'll be a shorter live stream than that. But we usually do 2-hour live streams. But anyways, let's get into the chats here. Bitcoin not really doing much besides staying above the 100-day moving average. That's good to see here. If you guys want to take a look at Bitcoin, we can take a look at it at any point during this live stream. But right now, I want to start with Injective here. So Injective. Trading at $6.46 here. Injective is, look at it. Up and to the right. It's been going up and to the right ever since April. And I had my DeluxeAlgo signals indicators telling me to long Injective back here in March. The end of March. March 31st, April 1st. Okay. Now I know, Bitcoin's also been on a rally too, and that kind of helped Injective, but Bitcoin's been going down lately. We saw Bitcoin at 80K, and now it's down at like 73K. And this thing is not, it didn't get the memo that we're supposed to go down to lower prices here. It's actually continuing to go up to higher prices. Today, Injective up 17%. Solid, looking very solid here. Now, where could Injective go if we're going to continue being bullish like this? Not everything goes straight up. But the way Injective's acting, it's getting a lot of people's attention right now. And some investors and traders are actually going to try to start piling in here, believe it or not. We got, what do you got? You're kind of like you're bottoming out, obviously. You're doing a U-shaped recovery. Or not a V-shape, but like a U-shape. Or this might turn into a cup and handle, some people might say. The beginning of a cup and handle, maybe. But I'm zooming out right now because I want to get the data for the VRVP indicator going on here. I'm going to turn that on right now. And it's going to show us where people were buying and selling at what specific price levels. The majority of the people that were buying and selling, you'll see a big volume node. These are volume nodes right here, okay? And you got the green volume nodes. The green is the buys, the red's the sells. You add them up together, you get the high volume nodes here. The highest volume node, believe it or not, is actually this dark blue line here on the chart. That's sitting at like $3.10. We're well above that. That would be support for Injective, but we want to know where the resistance is going to be for Injective, right? If Injective continues going up to higher levels here, right now there's a little bit of resistance here at $6.64. Not too far off from where we are at $6.44. But another high volume node I see here is like 770. Might want to mark down your chart there. And then you got the value area high at 830. I'm actually going to mark that off here. Okay, this should be the resistance level going forward for injective. Okay, because you got the value area high volume node there. We're going to pay attention to that level. We'll see if injective actually gets up to that price sooner rather than later here. But if it does it sooner, I mean, I would expect a rejection, or I would expect, you know, it might go past 830. It might go to like 850 or 860. But I'm expecting probably, if there is going to be a blow off top here, that's probably where the top's going to be before it comes down and tries to, you know, garner up some more support for these higher prices here. We might get a correction once we hit 830. So there you go. I think 830 is a target for injective to the upside here, just using the VRVP indicator here. I don't really, I mean, I could do other things like maybe a Fibonacci or something like that, but I think for now, I don't want to color up the charts. I think that $8.30 level is a level to look for. There's also some other volume here at, like I said, like 770. You can see there's a high volume node there. So 770 to 830, make that like a zone for where you should probably take some profit on injective. Okay. So that's it for injective as far as like, you know, TA goes. I mean, I could probably look at the momentum indicators to see if there's you know, if it has the momentum to continue going up to higher prices. And sure enough, it does. I mean, the buying pressure is here. It's been here since like beginning of April, and the buying pressure was trying to die down a little bit, and now it's starting to increase again. So it's looking like it might be on a tear here. Okay, and then what else can we do here as far as money flow goes here for injective? Money flow is actually steadily increasing. There's still more money going into injective right now, okay? And momentum is to the upside here. We actually got a green buy dot here that came in on Friday. What, today? Yeah, today's Friday. I almost forgot what day it was. Okay, but yeah, everything's looking solid for injective to go to higher prices here. I actually want to change my indicator here. That green, I don't know. I think I need to get a brighter green here, so it stands out in the chart. Yeah. All right. So there's my green buy dots there on the DeluxeAlgo money flow indicator. Okay. All right. Let's see. Keeping it. We have a guy here says, your crypto. Hey, never mind. Opinion on space. I can take a look at space. If you want to take a look at SpaceX, I believe that's what you're looking at or asking for. I do crypto, and I also do stocks, and I also do, you know, we talk about oil, the price of oil, because it was on a tear earlier this year. And we look at gold and silver as well. If I can look at it on TradingView, I can look at it for you. Yeah, for sure. Although a lot of my viewers and followers, they do like crypto, so it ends up being more crypto heavy. But no, bro, we can definitely do space. Yeah. What was it? SpaceX. Yep. Okay, I got you. We'll jump onto that right now. Appreciate the request. I was gonna try to take a look at another crypto called Lab. That's up like 40%. I don't know. You might want to look at this if you're want to get involved in crypto here. But like, there is a cryptocurrency that's up 46% today. That's one of the top 100 cryptocurrencies. And there's a few other cryptos that are doing pretty well in the green. You can see XMR up 15%, HBAR up 11%, and then XLM. Another high flyer here, up 31%, having a pretty good week here so far. But yeah, I was looking at injective just now because it was in the green, and I know injective's been having a good week and actually been having a good couple of months here, injective. So that's one reason why I wanted to talk about injective. But we'll talk about it. SpaceX, I got you. Appreciate the request. And I also probably got to check out on the requests or check on the chat for YouTube. See what I am doing a YouTube and a TikTok live stream here. So there we go. SpaceX should be. Wait a minute. SpaceX is not. It doesn't trade yet. It's not. That's a private company, isn't it? Says that this thing won't be trading until June 12th. I'm seeing that right now. Pre-IPO, yeah. So I'm not going to get any data for this. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about SpaceX. Ticker's SPCE, not SPCX. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's see. SPCE. Virgin Galactic. Okay. Okay, yeah, Virgin Galactic. I thought it was SpaceX for a second there. I actually invested in Virgin Galactic years ago. And made a pretty penny off of that. I'm a little curious, what has Virgin Galactic done over the years? I haven't really been paying attention to it. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom out here. Get the VP off for now. Oh yeah, it's been all over the place here. Yeah, I think I was involved in Virgin Galactic in like 2019 or 2020 before it did this crazy runoff. Damn, it did it. But like, did it really actually get up to like $1,200 a share here, or has there been like some stock splits? That might be the reason why it shows 1,200. Because if there was a stock split there. Yep. Yeah, so it was a split 1 for 20. So you get, if you had one share in Virgin Galactic, they took your one share away from you, and you get like 1/20th of it. But like if you had 20 shares, it would have turned into 1 share. Yeah, that's I think they call it like a reverse split. Yeah. So that's not good if it's doing a reverse split. A regular split is better to see, where you actually get more shares for having whatever shares that you got. You get more of them. But a reverse split, that probably means that this thing was getting close to being bankrupt. Let's see. What was their last earnings report like? Looking at the last earnings report here, yeah, you're still losing money on Virgin Galactic. The revenue came in at $220,000. That's it. And they were expecting $200,000, so that was actually a beat. So they actually made more money, but they made more revenue, but they're still losing money because their earnings are actually negative here. But they didn't lose as much as they thought they were going to lose, so it's still an earnings beat. Okay. It's a different company. They're trying to do like space tourism and stuff like that, so they have to spend a lot of money to prove that their product works before they actually get people to buy tickets and stuff like that. But I think people have been buying tickets. That's how they get a little bit of their revenue right now. But do they actually have a working product? Are they actually sending people up into space and doing space tourism? I haven't checked up on Virgin Galactic. Are they actually paying passengers up yet, or no? You see this? It says the Virgin Galactic is an aerospace and space travel company which engages in the provision of consumer space experience using reusable space flight systems. So they're trying to do, like, for those that don't know about Virgin Galactic, they're trying to send people up into space and who actually want to go and float around in space and then come back. I think it's like a 1-hour trip, right? Something like that. You get to go into space for about an hour and then come back. Their market cap is only $600 million. Oh no. I think this used to be $1 billion company, right? They used to have $1 billion in market cap, but like now they're like a $500 million. What is this news here? It says Virgin Galactic resumed glide flights at Spaceport America with VSS Uni to prep crews and systems. Company says Delta class glide testing is due to start later in 2026. So they're still doing test flights. They're not actually sending people up in space. That's a shame. They're like 6 years behind schedule. Like, I thought they were going to have people up in space in like 2020, 2021, when the stock first came out. When the company first started going, you know, their goals were to send people up to space. I don't think they were going to wait till 2026 to send people up into space, like paying passengers. But anyways, right now, you know, I kind of did a long introduction there on Virgin Galactic, but right now Virgin Galactic was up 36% today, so it's catching some bids now here. Maybe that good bit of news about them doing some glide testing here is getting people excited that they might have paying passengers here soon going up into space. And look at this, even before like today's, you know, monster move here, I was getting the DeluxeAlgo signals indicator saying that we should have been buying Virgin Galactic on May 1st, Friday, May 1st. Then you got another buy signal here that came in on May 22nd saying, hey, we gotta buy this thing. And sure enough, the long signal has played out. Okay. I also got like short signals here. They was telling you the short here when it hit the 200-day moving average, this red line here. Okay. And then it told you to cancel that short and actually go long here and go long here, okay? So that's pretty cool that the signals indicators is actually working there. Let me get back in the chat there with keeping it. How do you say your name? Keep it XN the DL. Keep it on the down low. Is that the name? Keeping it on the down low. Gotcha. All right. You said it's doing well. Short profit. Hold not long. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense because they're still not generating a lot of revenue to you know, this is basically, I think this is like going to be a sell the news event here for Virgin Galactic. Yeah. Did I code my own indicators? No, I am using the DeluxeAlgo indicators here. They are paid premium subscription indicators here. You see here on my trading view, if I go over to indicators, it's invite only. And there it is, DeluxeAlgo Trade, DeluxeAlgo Trap Radar Indicator, and the Deluxe Money Flow Indicator. And if you want to get access to these indicators, go first of all, follow me here on TikTok. I see you on TikTok, but let's go to my TikTok page here. Don't forget to follow me if you haven't done so already. And then right here, that Linktree link. If you click on that Linktree link, it'll take you to the Meet Damien Linktree. And this is what it looks like here. And then the DeluxeAlgo indicators, that website's right over here. One of the referral links is right there. You click on that, it's going to take you over to the DeluxeAlgo website. And after clicking my referral link there, instead of paying $24.90 for you know, for that indicators, you're going to get 20% off. It's only $19 a month here. And you get those 3 indicators I just told you about, right? DeluxeAlgo Trade, the DeluxeAlgo Money Flow, and the Deluxe Trap Radar indicator there, okay? But yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can actually save some more money if you want to do a longer plan than just a month-to-month basis, but maybe you might want to just do month-to-month just to see if you like it or not. But yeah, you click on Get Access here, and you got your monthly plans here. For 3 months, it's only like $56. For 6 months, it's about $100. Or you could just skip the subscription plan and just get the one-time purchase here, and you'll have those indicators for life for that $349 price right there. Okay, might be worth taking a look at. You asked me about it, and I showed you where you can get it, and you'll get the discount, you know, using my referral code there. Okay. All right. Going back to the charts here. All right, thank you, keeping it, for following me here on TikTok. Appreciate that. Yeah, check it out. I feel like those indicators are worth their weight in gold. And yeah, I do get a commission if you guys use those DeluxeAlgo indicators, if you actually use that referral link. So you're helping me out too if you go ahead and do that DeluxeAlgo indicator. All right, I gotta get into the YouTube chat, see what my YouTube guys are saying here. We got Manny Ghost in the chat, says Injective was great. Are you still longing Injective, Manny Ghost? Curious what you're up to these days here with the day trading action. Are you day trading it or are you swing trading it? Let me know in the comments in the live chat there. I appreciate it. So yeah, we just charted space Virgin Galactic here. I don't know, do we have the momentum? Is this a sustainable move here for higher prices here for Virgin Galactic? MACD indicator is showing that there is buying pressure here, and I don't see anything that says that it has to start coming down, so maybe we could go up higher going into Monday for Virgin Galactic. As long as nothing crazy is happening in the world, I think Virgin Galactic might want to still go to higher prices here. Excuse me. And then let's see. The money flow indicator. This is another DeluxeAlgo indicator here. Okay. You'll get that as part of the paid subscription package with the DeluxeAlgo indicators. But this indicator, the money flow indicator, is showing that money flow was negative for the longest time here on Virgin Galactic, and then it started going green. You see there's a little sliver of green here, so that's good to see. And you did get a green buy dot, which, I mean, you could treat this as another signal, right, to long. And that was telling you to buy Virgin Galactic on May 22nd here. And then this gray stuff here is going to the upside. That's your momentum. Momentum is also to the upside here. Now, we are kind of getting into overbought territory with the RSI line here at 80. You might see a red sell dot come in. And when you see that red sell dot come in, that should be your signal to get out of Virgin Galactic. Last time you had a red sell dot was right over here on May 18th. What do we do on May 18th? I want to look at the charts now. On May 18th, yeah, you got that nasty red day. You're down 8%, and then you went down a couple more days after that. Okay. But when did the green buy dot come in? May 22nd. Came in on this nice solid green candle here. You got one green candle, and then the second green candle was enough to get the green buy dot, and it was enough to get you above the 200-day moving average, and then you got sent up to heaven instead of going down to hell. You got sent up to higher prices here after that green buy dot fired off here on the daily time frame for the money flow indicator here. So that is cool. You are overbought on the RSI. Keep that in mind. Doesn't mean that you can't stay overbought. If you stay overbought, then you will see higher prices. And now I'm going to just finish this off by trying to figure out what the levels might be for resistance here. We're going to continue going up. I can see, just looking left, I can see that this could probably be some resistance here at 630. Okay, but let's turn on the VRVP indicator here. Yeah, I mean, you pass most of the value area. The value area is in between these white lines. You got the value area low, the value area high here. Anything in between those white lines is your value area. So you are probably considered overbought and overvalued here on Virgin Galactic. And your price that you're trading at is like the same price back here in September of 2024, in October, November of 2024. You have to think for a second here. All these people that bought Virgin Galactic, they thought they were buying the dip, right? They thought they were buying the lows, what they thought was the low for Virgin Galactic at $6 here, $6.30, $6.50, somewhere around there. Only for them to be proven wrong that this thing could go to lower prices. So right now, if we climb back up to like 650, 670, $7 here, I think these people that bought back here in 2024, they're going to want to click the sell button if they're not in it for the long term. If they're, sick of being underwater on Virgin Galactic, they're probably going to try to sell at break even just to say that they didn't lose money on this thing, and probably, move on to other things here. So you could come join those people once we do get up to like $6.50, $7 here. You could come join those people there who are probably going to click the sell button just to break even. You want me to zoom in on the right before July 2025? What happened in July 2025 here? This is August, July. Oh, yeah, we had a little bit of... All right, yeah, so let me get rid of the VRVP for now. Oh, man, I didn't get rid of it. I meant to get rid of the VRVP, not the moving averages, but... Looks like in July of 2025, you came up and you hit the 200-day moving average. That red line acted as resistance and sent you back down to lower prices here. Is that what you wanted me to take a look at? June of 2025? June of 2025? Like, we were coming down. I'm not sure why you want to look at June of 2025, but, after spiking up here in May, because they probably had like a good earnings report. Yeah, they had a good earnings report. They lost less money than they thought they were going to lose. So it was a good earnings report. They actually reported more revenue than they thought they were going to make. That was also another reason for that good earnings report. And then it just got sold off because they still are losing money. Maybe you're blind the big up. I don't know what it is you want me to take a look at. We're spiking up right now. And then there was a spike up here in October of 2025. And then there was a spike up here in May of 2025. Oh, May. Okay, May of 2025. Yeah, May of 2025 was a nice big spike up where, yeah, you got above the 200-day moving average. But see this thing? Like, 200-day moving average, it is resistance. So you couldn't close above the 200-day moving average. Then the next day you try to get above it again, you just couldn't. You closed below it, and then that was it. That was enough for it to be bearish again, and for it to get sent back down to lower prices here. All right, I think that's enough of Virgin Galactic. Let me go back into the YouTube chat, and then we'll probably look at some other altcoins here. We got Crypto Cruise here. Thank you for for hitting that like button there, guys. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button for my TikTok guys. All you gotta do is double tap your screen to get the likes up here. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the analysis there. Keeping it on the down low. Oh, you're out of here? Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, like I go live 8 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. So if you want to catch me again on Monday, look for my live streams here on TikTok and YouTube at 8 p.m. And we usually go live for like an hour or two. But I'm glad you were able to make it in. Appreciate the request there. Matty Go says Lab wants all-time highs. Okay, yeah, we are gonna look at Lab. That was the next one I wanted to take a look at. That's one of the high-flying cryptocurrencies here, up 47% today. So why not? Let's take a look at it. I'm surprised no one has requested XLM. But usually, yeah, Crypto Cruise requests XLM. Do you want to take a look at XLM, Crypto Cruise? You let me know. Let me know. All right. Let's see. Lab. That's the one that we want to take a look at. Lab USD. MEXC Exchange, sure. All right, what is this thing doing? Let me get back to recent history here. This thing, Lab, is currently trading at $6.48. Having a very nice day after what? Bullishly consolidating for the most part. But yeah, you're up 47% today. What the hell? And I have charted this before because you see I have some previous Fibonacci analysis on this. We marked the top here at $7.50. And I think I drew this all the way down to like the lows here at 49 cents. Was how low we got back in April. Yeah, somewhere around there. And you can see that we were trading near the 0.5 and the 618 golden pocket for the longest time here, just bullshit consolidating. You would think that the 21 EMA was going to act as support, but then you started losing it just by going sideways here. But now we're getting the bounce that we want to see here for Lab. I'm not sure what the trigger was for that. I don't even have any signal fired off here. There's no short or long signal. The last signal here was like a short back in April. But this caught the signals indicator off guard too, because there is no long signal here. It just decided to fire off today. But we didn't get as high as what we saw here in early May. We got up to like what, 668 earlier today, and 750 was the top back in May. So I mean, do we still have more room to the upside? I think we do. Okay, we could probably run up to 750 before the bears would take a stab at a double top here. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna throw on the VRVP indicator, see what the resistance is gonna be like for the Lab here. Most of the high volume trading action was going on at lower prices. You got the value area high at $2.92 here, roughly. So most of the volume, right? Most of the volume is below you, so this thing could be considered overvalued for being at the price that it's at right now. Another high volume node that I'm seeing here is something here at like 473 and 405. That is interesting because that would be like where we should be able to get some support if we ever come down to lower prices here. So I don't see much resistance above us on the VRVP indicator, which leads me to believe that we could probably push up to like $7.50 in the next day or two, maybe. I'm not gonna try to predict the exact day and the exact price, but I think we could see higher prices here for Lab. But let me just check the momentum indicators, see if the momentum indicators agree on that. And wow, yep, selling pressure was here, and then it died off, and then it just died a really quick death here, and then you got buying pressure showing up out of nowhere for today. So you finally got a green candle here. You got a MACD crossover to the upside. This is good for higher prices here for Lab. So maybe you will see $7 sooner rather than later here. Green buy dot came in. It's kind of being hidden inside the money flow here, but the money flow is green, and then you got the green buy dot that came in today as well. I mean, why wouldn't it come in today? So you got pretty much a signal there to buy Lab right now. Buy it right now. Not financial advice. Do whatever you want to do, but I mean, the money flow indicator is saying that you should. So there you go. You got the permission from the money flow indicator to go long on this asset. RSI is overbought at 74, but you're gonna need to be overbought to go see higher prices. So there's nothing wrong with that. Just know that, you know, it would have been better if it was not overbought. Then you'd be like, all right, maybe this thing is gonna run for sure on us. Keeping it says that he lives in Australia. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time is 8 a.m. for you. Okay. Usually stay up till 4 until the market closes. Got it. All right. That's cool. I'm glad you're up and awake and watching me on the other side of the world here. I'm actually in Costa Rica, so it's like 6 p.m. over here, 6:40 right now. But I usually I'm so used to telling people my live streams are at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Even though right now I'm in Costa Rica and it's like 6 p.m. over here. Alpha wants to take a look at XLM. Yep, I knew someone was going to want to request XLM, and Alpha is the guy to do it. We will take a look at XLM. Thank you for that request there. NSA says, please check Bitcoin. You left me 500 likes. All right. Yep, I got you. All right, we'll go to Bitcoin and then we'll take a look at XLM. And then let me just see what my YouTube. I am doing YouTube as well. So you guys keep me busy. Busy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Crypto Cruise does want to take a look at XLM. So yeah, we'll look at, because this guy gave me 500 likes here on TikTok, and he did put in the request before the other guy did. We'll do Bitcoin and then XLM. DeluxeAlgo is being funny today. He says, any good or bad news today? There was no news day. No news for today, Deluxe, and that's why I think Bitcoin was able to chill out and not really do anything. Bitcoin was only down, I think, 0.2%. Yeah, down 0.2% here on Coinbase Exchange. And Bitcoin right now is just, I mean, this is fine. If Bitcoin can just like not do anything, it gives the altcoins a chance to actually run and actually do something themselves. Especially if there's a bullish trade setup, you'll see these altcoins start running when Bitcoin is doing nothing. It's only when Bitcoin is dropping down does it kind of cancel out the bullish trade setups out there. And if Bitcoin is actually running up itself, I mean, that is also good for the altcoins, but it kind of steals some of the thunder away from the altcoins because traders will trade Bitcoin, but at least the day traders will use their leverage to like trade Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin's not doing anything, then the day traders get bored and then they start trading the altcoins. So a day like today is actually really great for altcoins. That's why I named this like the altcoin stream here. But we're not going to neglect, you know, the one and only, the king of them all, Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently trading at $73,400. Bitcoin is trying to stay above this 100-day moving average. This blue line is sitting at like 72,970. Actually, right now it's at 73,100 bucks here for this day. It's Saturday right now in cryptocurrency world. So that's good to see. You can see we also got these long candle wicks to the downside, showing that when the sellers push the price down, the buyers say nope, we want these prices, and then they push the price right back up, and we're closing above the 100-day moving average, getting these nice long candle wicks here. So I think Bitcoin might be due for a bounce here for higher prices, the way things are going. So we might actually have a good weekend for Bitcoin and a good weekend for the altcoins too. After having, you know, a couple of bad weeks here where Bitcoin did top out back here on May 6th? Yeah, May 6th. But this was, you know, a lot of enthusiasm and excitement over the Clarity Act. And then once that enthusiasm and excitement died down, once they actually passed it through the Senate subcommittee, then people realized, oh, damn, the Clarity Act passed the subcommittee, but it has to still go to the floor of the Senate for, like, they need to get 60 votes to push it past a filibuster here. That could take a few weeks or a few months. And then, you know, reality started setting in, and Bitcoin was up against this 200-day movement average, this red line here. and then we started dropping down to lower prices here. So now we are at lower prices here. 73K is an idea for you to try to long Bitcoin and put your stop loss below the 100-day moving average, or maybe below this these candlewick lows here. Looks like we got low as 72,300 and 72,400 here. So maybe you can put your stop loss at 72,200 and see if Bitcoin is actually going to climb up. Now, if Bitcoin is going to climb up, what are levels to look for to the upside? Well, if you're a moving average trade, I'm going to get rid of the VRVP indicator for now. But if you're using just moving averages, you would probably be targeting the 50-day moving average for a swing trade. That's at 77,200 bucks here. I'd be targeting that area. That's also what a 21 EMA is at. If Bitcoin just all of a sudden does a mad dash to that price right there, I would expect a little bit of a sell-off or correction once we hit those moving averages. Okay. If we move past that, then the other moving average to look out for is, can we actually get above the 200-day moving average? I highly doubt it. But if we do get above the 200-day moving average, that red line, I myself will actually become very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. And I would probably call that the beginning of the next bull run if we can get above that 200-day moving average. But you can see that this red line has been a problem for a while now because we haven't been above that red line since November. Okay, so once we lost the 200 moving average in November 3rd of 2025, this is when I said, all right, this could be the beginning of the bear market here, guys. And then we kind of like tried to climb back up again, and we couldn't. We back tested the white line, the 21 EMA, and I was like, all right, yep, Bitcoin's cooked, crypto's cooked. We're starting the beginning of the bear market, because you cannot be bullish on an asset here. You cannot be bullish on Bitcoin if you're below the 200-day moving average. That means in the last 200 days, you can't even do better than the average of the last 200 days. So that to me was like, all right, this is the beginning of the bear market. But if we can get above that red line here and stay above that 200-day moving average at 79,600, then I would say that is probably the end of the bear market, and we could be doing the beginning of the bull market. But we have to do that. We have to actually get above the 200-day moving average. All right, Rafi says, yo, Bitcoin will hit 71. It could. You know, if we get some bad news out there, it could send Bitcoin lower. I mean, Bitcoin's still in a downtrend, too. Like, we have to, like, get above this last recent high here at 78K to actually, you know, to say that we're actually making higher highs again. So we're still in a downtrend. So yeah, you might be right. We could be going to 71K. We could. But I just know, like, right, I'm seeing on the charts here is that we actually hit the 100-day moving average and we're staying above it. We hit it again today and we're closing above it. And if the sellers aren't able to push us down below the 100-day moving average, well, guess what? The buyers are going to take over and push. And we'll probably get a nice solid green candle. And then there's also potential good news. DeluxeAlgo. I know you like to argue with me that the news doesn't really affect the cryptocurrencies here. But we might get good news about an actual peace deal with Iran. That is what keeps saving the market, or keeps saving Bitcoin from going down to lower levels there. Every time we keep getting good news, like last weekend, right? Yeah, last Saturday, they were talking about, we're 95% complete on a peace deal here with Iran, and look what it did to Bitcoin. Like, we went up on Saturday, and then we went up again on Sunday, and then we went up again on Monday, and then Tuesday, the United States attacked Iran. Like, what the hell was that all about? And then we lost, you know, all that positive price action that we did. Like, all right, so I guess we are still at war with Iran. Okay. And then Iran actually fired back at us on, what, Thursday or Wednesday or something like that? One of those days? I can't remember. I think it was Wednesday. And that was another reason why we kept going down to lower prices here. But we're getting the bounce here off the 100 moving average, just like a technical bounce here. I think if we do get good news, it would justify us going to higher prices. But I am going to throw in the VRVP indicator, because I did do moving averages here, but I want to see if there's any high volume nodes to look for here above us. And there is some resistance at 76,700, right where that value area low is at. And believe it or not, there's a point of control at 81K, 81,300. A lot of people bought Bitcoin at that price in the beginning of May here. So they're probably, those are trap longs there. Those are longs that, you know, if the price does climb back up to 81K, I would expect a rejection. If the price does climb above 81K, we're getting above the 200 moving average as well. That'd be pretty crazy as well. So I do see a lot of resistance for Bitcoin. I see moving averages above us that could keep us down and push us down to lower prices. I also see high volume nodes here above us that could prevent us from going up to higher prices here for Bitcoin. So it's going to be tough for Bitcoin to go to higher prices. But I think in the immediate term here, you know, in the near term, I would just look for the 50-day moving average in 21 EMA at $77,000. Like maybe a 4,000 point move here on Bitcoin. Make another lower high and then come back down again. Let's see. Cave Dish. If Bitcoin hits 60K, you're hitting 70%. And thank you, Wing Chang, for sending me the rose here on TikTok. And we will take a look at XLM after this. But my closing thoughts here on Bitcoin as of now, I don't think Bitcoin can start another bull run until the war comes to an end in Iran. I know we're on a ceasefire and that kind of almost feels like the war is coming to an end, but we need an official end of the war, and then I think that could be enough to send Bitcoin above the 200-day moving average and actually start the beginning of the next bull run, the next bull market for Bitcoin. But we shall see. We gotta see if Iran's gonna actually, you know, give us a peace deal. And then I'm also worried myself, guys, here. You know, can we trust Iran? Because they've been lying to us for like 40, 45 years, longer than I've been alive. And are they just going to go along with the peace deal and then what? Try to attack, you know, United States bases and get revenge later on this year? I don't know. I'm worried that they actually have some bad blood with us still, and they might go into a peace deal and then decide, hey, you know what? We changed our minds. We want to attack the United States again. We want to attack the United States now, or attack, you know, Israel or something like that. Yeah. So until we actually get an actual regime change, if they get a new government in Iran, I think we still have to worry about what kind of trouble they're going to cause us in the future here. All right, enough with politics. Let's get into XLM. XLM, one of the high flyers. It's from what I know, it might be getting added to like the stock market here with this company called DTCC, and that's going to open up more investors into XLM. Because of that, you'll actually have stock market, traditional finance getting involved with XLM, and XRP is also going to benefit from this too. But XLM is just a smaller cryptocurrency compared to XRP, and it's a lot easier for them to move the needle on XLM versus XRP. XRP is like an $80 billion cryptocurrency. XLM is only $9 billion right now. I think yesterday it was at $8 billion. So like, they're getting billions of dollars pumped into this cryptocurrency on a day-to-day basis now. This is kind of crazy to think about that. But XLM up 25%. Yeah, that's enough to get another $1 billion sent into the XLM ecosystem here. All right, so XLM did hit some targets to the upside already that I marked off. I had these targets here for a while, and I mean, you can go back and run the tapes, rewind the tapes. You know, I was saying yesterday that, you know, targets to the upside is 23 cents, and then the little target was this 25 cents, and we clearly got above that. We're at almost 27 pennies here for XLM. Yeah, we got up to like 27. We're at 27 pennies right now as I speak for XLM. Still climbing near the highs for the day. I mean, the day's we've only been in this new day for like 54 minutes here, but still, like, highs of the day for XLM. Very solid, very bullish here. Okay, why did I have 25 and 23 cents here? Because I had the VRVP indicator on, and it was showing me high volume nodes here. And yeah, I marked off the high volume node here at like 25 cents. And then I'm sorry, 23 cents here. And then I marked off another high volume node here. You can see this VRVP indicator. It's like a heat map. Well, showing that there's some resistance here at 25 cents. And you can also look, even if you don't know how to use the VRVP indicator or set it up like I do, you could just look at the previous price action back here at like 25 cents. You have to think about the poor souls that bought here in December of 2025. They thought they were catching the bottom or the lows here for XLM, only for it to go even lower than what they thought was low. So I'm expecting 23. We've already hit 23 cents, but I'm expecting 25 cents to act as resistance, and it's kind of not. It's not even acting as resistance. We're at 27 pennies now. So what could come next here for XLM? I have to zoom out some more here and see what all the volume nodes we got above us. There is something here right now at 28.7, 0.287. I'm gonna have to mark that off now as another target for XLM. Are we gonna go up there later on this Saturday? Are we gonna see XLM go up to like 28 pennies? Almost 29 pennies. You got a volume node there. I'm just gonna make this 29 pennies, right? It's close enough, right? Yeah, 29 pennies. Yeah, target at 29 pennies. Somewhere in this area. I would expect XLM probably to get rejected, but that's another 2 pennies. That's another 10% move up in price, right? Let me just measure that out real quick here. From where we are right now to 29 pennies. It's saying like 8%, but you know, it's still a decent move. 8% is nothing to sneeze at. For the day traders, they can slap on like 10x leverage, it'll be up 80%. But I think, yeah, there's another 8% move here up for Stellar Lumens before it might, you know, chill out for a little bit, maybe get a rejection. So there you go, 28, 29 pennies to the upside could be coming up next for XLM. I don't know if that's enough for you to chase, but somebody might want to chase that, 8%. Do we have momentum to continue the ridiculous price to higher levels here? Can we go up to higher prices here? Let's look at the MACD indicator here real quick here. Sure enough, buying pressure is here. Definitely here. I don't see any weakness here. If we were getting like light green candles like we saw back here in April, then I'd be like, all right, yeah, buying pressure's dying down. That's a warning sign that maybe we need to start clicking the sell button here on XLM. But you're not even getting that. It's like still solid rocket booster fuel to the upside here. And then let's see, what else do we got for a momentum indicator? We got the money flow indicator by DeluxeAlgo. Momentum is to the upside. That's that gray stuff. This gray stuff has been going to the upside here. You got money flow in the green after being negative earlier in May. Money flow is now in the green. And the green buy dot came in on May 21st, which was what, a week ago? It was telling you to get into XLM. And you do not have a red sell dot. The last red sell dot was here on May 13th. You're not getting that. But if we get a red sell dot, then I'd be like, yeah, guys, I think the rally is over here on XLM. But I can't say that because we don't even have a red sell dot. So I think XLM is good to go to higher prices, guys. Believe it or not. Let's see. We got M4ZZ5 in the TikTok chat following me. Thank you. Souls is following me here. Thank you. And then M4ZZ says, is Bitcoin a buy? Do I see 76K? Bitcoin is getting a bounce off the 100 moving average. We already talked about that earlier. So it's staying above the 100 moving average. Trading bots out there, professional traders are actually looking at this and they're saying, okay, if we can stay above the 100-day moving average, then we could probably get a bounce here for Bitcoin. And I think levels to the upside, I was looking at the moving averages above us, 77,200. So for you to say 76K, yeah, it could be a possibility here. Does Bitcoin have the momentum to do that? It's been, iffy. Because Bitcoin has been in a downdraft. It's been selling off since early May. And then selling pressure was dying down going into like last weekend. And then the United States decided to attack Iran, and then Iran attacked the United States military bases, and then we got the selling pressure increasing again, one more time here. But now, yeah, I think if like the United States and Iran don't attack each other, we could probably see a bounce here for Bitcoin. Yeah. I know DeluxeAlgo was like, Damien, you gotta pay attention to the chats. It's not always about the news, but I think if we get no news, that's actually good for Bitcoin. And if we get good news, that's gonna be good for Bitcoin. If we get an end to the war, that'd be good for Bitcoin and crypto and stocks and everybody. Be good for everybody. Be good for the entire world. Never mind just making money in crypto. It'd just be good for the entire world if the war would come to an end. Altcoin Oracle says, can I check if NAIR will fall further? All right, let me write down. We want to take a look at NAIR. And did I miss any other requests here? We just talked about Bitcoin. We just talked about XLM. Let me see what my YouTube guys are saying. I go back and forth between YouTube and TikTok here. Yeah, Crypto Cruise is saying DTCC and Chainlink too. You're long on Chainlink? Alright. I don't know if that's a request for Chainlink, but let me know if that is a request. Deluxe says Bitcoin's been going down for at least 4 months, 15 days, and 6 hours. Okay, Deluxe, with the exact timing there. Okay. Matty Go says, been yo-yo on Biddy all day, stayed away, LOL. Yeah, you know, because Bitcoin wasn't really doing much, a lot of the day traders just decided to trade altcoins instead. Which is why we're actually getting kind of like a little altcoin rally going on right now. Guys, you can just bear with me for like one moment here. I need to get some more water. I'll be back in like not even like 20 seconds here. As I bang up my knee against the desk. Alright, I'm back with you guys. Hopefully I didn't lose my viewers, but if you guys can't bear with me for like 10 seconds for me to get water, then do I really want you in the live stream? I don't know. But anyways, let's see. We got a request for NAIR. We'll take a look at NAIR now. I got it in the watch list here. All right, NAIR. What are we doing here with NAIR? $2.36. Let's see. Let me get a swig of water first here. We got NAIR protocol currently trading at $2.36. I actually did a video on NAIR this on Sunday when it was trading literally at this price at $2.36, $2.38. And I was saying in the video that I could see NAIR climbing up to like $2.75 and then $2.95. Only because on the VRVP indicator you did have high volume nodes there. Let me just zoom out here a little bit more, but as I start to zoom out some more, you'll see that there were some high volume nodes to look for. Yeah, like it might have changed now, yeah, but there was a high volume node here at 275. You can see that, right? You see that? And then there was a little high volume node here at like 295, and we topped out at 297 here on Coinbase on Tuesday. So I like this VRVP indicator because it gives me like a better idea as like what the resistance might be, and we hit it to the T here. The TA got respected. The technical analysis got respected, and now NAIR having a bad few days here ever since Tuesday, right? Wednesday was well, Tuesday was a bad day actually, red day. Then Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday. Here we are going on to Saturday. Where's the support, right? That was your question, right? You want to know, is NAIR going to continue falling down further? So you had an exponential run up to high prices here. You didn't really build any support. We're actually right now at support. There is a high volume node here at 235 to like 242. So you're already at support for NAIR protocol. If you lose this high volume node here, then there's some volume here at 210. And then we also got the 21 EMA that could act as support. That's sitting at $1.96. It is a moving average, so it will continue. It looks like it's continuing to go up to higher prices. Maybe if Near Protocol is going to continue going down to lower prices here, by the time it gets to this white line, it might be right at 210. So I would say 210 would be the next target to the downside for Near Protocol. If 210 doesn't provide support, if we continue going further down to lower prices, there is a high volume node. There's a value area high at $1.80. So 210 and $1.80 are your targets to the downside on Near Protocol. But you asking me, will it continue falling further? Which is basically you're asking for the direction. And the only way I can give you an idea is like what the direction might be on Near Protocol is to look at the momentum indicators here. I got two momentum indicators I like to use. One of them is the MEXC indicator here. And this is showing that buying pressure is dying down. The blue line is curving down. And if it continues curving down, it will cross the orange line, the signal line, to the downside. And then you'll start seeing selling pressure show up. And if you see that, then you definitely need to get out of Near Protocol. So the trend right now is not looking good for Near to go to higher prices. Right now, the trend is looking like Near wants to go to lower prices here. So you might see 210. And then what I also said, $1.80 was another target. So be on the lookout for that. Because right now the momentum is not looking good for Near to go up. It's looking like Near wants to go down to lower prices here. And then what else? What else? The other momentum indicator that I like to use is the money flow indicator by DeluxeAlgo. And this is a paid indicator here. Okay. If you want to add this to your charts here, you can go over to the Meet Damien TikTok or YouTube page. Go get the Linktree link and go into Linktree, and then you'll see my referral link for DeluxeAlgo. But anyways, what is this showing here for Near Protocol? Momentum, the gray stuff, is going down. You got a red cell dot that came in on Wednesday. Money flow, which is this green stuff, it's good that it's in the green, but it looks like you're starting to curve down a little bit. And if you can continue to curve down, that means money is leaving Near Protocol, and yeah, you're going to see lower prices for Near Protocol. So the money flow indicator is not showing strength for Near Protocol to go to higher prices. So I would say you're going to see lower prices. Now, I'm not a psychic. I just read the charts, and this is just what the charts are telling me, that Near Protocol looks like it wants to continue correcting to lower prices here. Hope that helps you, Altcoin Oracle. Thank you for the rose there, Altcoin Oracle. Oh, okay, so you're shorting Near Protocol. There you go. You gotta take your profit there. Altcoin Oracle, if you want to come join the Meet Damien Discord, we do got a Meet Damien Discord channel here. If you go to TikTok, right? Don't forget to follow me if you haven't done so already. Click on that Linktree link there, and then that's going to take you to the Meet Damien Linktree. There is a Discord server link right there. You'll get the invite if you click on that link, okay? Also, the DeluxeAlgo indicators, if you're interested in that, that referral link is right there to get started with the DeluxeAlgo indicators. All right, and if you do click on the Meet Damien Discord server, it'll look like this, right? You'll see me, and you'll see other traders in there on the Discord. You'll also see when I go live. I usually go live at 8 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. So you won't see me tomorrow, and you won't see me on Sunday, but I'll be back again on Monday night. And yeah, we've already talked about XLM, and we've been talking about some of the charts here, stuff here. I know one of the traders was looking at Bio and was wondering when is Bio going to get a bounce, and it looks like Bio is also getting a bounce off this 100 moving average, just like Bitcoin. So yeah, this is where you can interact with me and stay in the loop, and also talk to other traders that do this on a day-to-day basis. Learn as much as you can from the other traders, and also share some ideas and opinions as like what other good trades to get into. We also have a trade setup channel here, where we talk about what trades to get into, what our stop losses are, what our take profits and entry is. You know, we have like this is a good example right here. Nasir saying that he's going to long Truth with 30x leverage, his entry, then his take profit targets, and his stop loss. So we encourage you sharing your trade setups and ideas with other traders who might want to copy the trade. And if you guys are able to get in the trade and stay in the trade and make some money, we do have, you know, an area where you can brag and gloat if you want to show your gains here. And yeah, there are some guys who like to brag. Cameron, very experienced trader here, is able to get into like a 50x leverage long on XLM, and he got in at 20 cents, and he took the screenshot at 26 cents, and he was up 1400%. Yep. And then we got Snow here doing a 75x leverage on Lit, and going up 740% here. So we do got some people who like to brag and go, but then we also got JR over here doing you know, just a regular 5x long or short on ARC and WLD WorldCoin here. And this is the leverage that I think most traders should be playing around with, like 5 to like 10x. I trade 20x leverage on some of these altcoins, and then I do 40x leverage on Bitcoin. The reason why I do 40x leverage is because Bitcoin usually does like 2 or 3% moves on a day-to-day basis. So if Bitcoin goes up 3% with 40x leverage, that's about 120% gain, and I'm able to basically double my money, whatever margin that I put in there. So that's what I usually do with Bitcoin. Is I usually trade with 40x leverage, unless Bitcoin is like trading with like a lot of volatility and it's going up like 8% in one day. Then I'll probably dial down the leverage to like 20x leverage. And if Bitcoin goes up 8% in one day and I'm able to capture that entire move with 20x leverage, that's about like 160% gain, and that still gives me, you know, double my money, whatever margin I put in. But yeah, we got other traders here that are doing pretty well themselves, and they don't mind sharing their gains here on the Show Your Gains channel. So there you go. I think it's worth getting into this Discord here, and rubbing elbows and sharing ideas here with the other traders that are also doing pretty well themselves. Okay, looks like we got Topsy coming in here. I'm going to say, you know, wave hi to him right now, and then Outside Insider, I'll wave hi to them as well. So there you go. Yeah, this is a great way to stay engaged here on the Meet Damien channel here, is to come join the Meet Damien Discord. Free to join, not going to cost you anything. Show gains again. Oh yeah, you like that, huh? You like seeing those gains there? Yep. Okay. Of course, we'll share some setups. You've been trading since 2019 most of the time. All right, yeah. Come join us. We look forward to seeing you in the Discord channel there. All right, let me see what my guys are saying here on YouTube. Okay. Crypto Cruise says, yes, please, if I could look at Chainlink. So that's another request here. We'll take a look at Chainlink. And I just did the analysis there on NEAR, right? Are we good on NEAR? Yeah, we said that NEAR could probably come down like 210 and then $1.80 if need be. Yeah. All right. Chainlink. I think I got Chainlink in the watch list here. Yeah. There we go. Fishing Crypto wants to take a look at Sui. Okay. All right. Sui. We'll look at that after Chainlink. All right. Let me clean things up here so it's not so messy and overwhelming here. We'll get rid of this little idea here. But yeah, I was saying, I think earlier we looked at Chainlink about a week ago, and we were saying, well, if Chainlink can get a bounce here off the 50 moving average and climb to higher prices, it probably will get rejected off that 200 moving average. But it didn't do that. No, it was an idea though. What has Chainlink done so far though? Chainlink dropping down and not really getting. It tried getting support off the 50-day. It tried for the longest time to get support off the 50-day moving average, and then it lost that. Sliced right through the 100 moving average. Ugh, ugly. So why? I'm curious now. If Chainlink is gonna benefit from money going into XRP, XLM, and Chainlink for the DTCC investment vehicle that's coming out next month. Why is Chainlink dropping? Shouldn't it at least go sideways? If it's gonna get some good news, you would think they would buy the news, right? You buy the news. I'm not saying buy the news. You would buy the rumor, right? Buy the rumor and then sell the news. But this thing is like selling the rumor. Not even trying to buy the rumor that there'll be more money flowing into it. Chainlink looks like it has seen some of its worst days here on February, like a lot of other cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. I see, we had long signals here, but then we also got short signals here. The last signal did tell you to short back here on May 7th. Although you pushed up a little bit higher, looks like it did play out that the short was a good idea to get into for Chainlink. Not getting any long signals here yet, so I don't know. I don't know what you want to do here with Chainlink. Chainlink, I mean, you lost all the support. Like, I don't know why Chainlink decided to like lose the 100-day and then just do a Uno reverse, but it's trying to do a Uno reverse here. Did it hit some other moving averages? I'm curious. Like, do I need to look at maybe the weekly time frame here? Did we hit that? No. 3-day time frame? No. Maybe the 4-hour? 8-hour? No, it's just for whatever reason we hit this level. And I could probably maybe pull the VRVP indicator. There might be a level there. Yeah, okay. As I start to fire up this VRVP indicator, I do see there is a high volume node here at 878. So that's why I like using the VRVP indicator, because if I'm like, why the hell did we just all of a sudden reverse costs out of nowhere? Because this thing was coming down and then it decided to do a bounce. And why did it bounce? Because you got a high volume node here. But also you can see there's also previous price action here, and we did some sideways trading around this area. But yeah, 878. Is that what we came down to earlier today? 878, yeah, 878. That's your high volume node there. That's what saved you from going down to lower prices here. Had that not, played out there, then there was a, a value area low here sitting at 859, 858. So I don't know what Chainlink's gonna do next. If it's gonna continue being bearish, you got you got that value area low here at 858, 859. Mark that on your chart there. Okay, or turn on the VRVP indicator, or you can just come on the live stream here and ask for XLM, and I can just turn on the VRVP indicator and show you what the value area low is. But I think I should mark that on the chart in case we look at this again. Let me go ahead and do that right now. 859, 858. That's a level to look for here. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I deleted it. Damn it. All right, there we go. I didn't want to delete it. I actually want to click on it and I want to lock it in. All right, there we go. So if I turn the VRVP indicator off, I'll see that line like, hey, there's something going on over here. We might want to pay attention to this. That there could be support here for Chainlink at that level there. But we already hit an invisible support level here. It's not invisible if you got the VRVP indicator on. That shows you that there's a level there to look for at 878. Now levels for the upside. There is a high volume node here at 923. It's right where the 100-day moving average is at. So the 100-day moving average could be limiting your upside until we can show that we can get above it and stay above it. And then after that, there's another high volume node here at 941. It's really, not really that much upside here for Chainlink, because you got resistance here, and then you got the value area high right above you at 957. So I think Chainlink might stay in the 9s for a while here. I don't see anything that says it's going to go to $10 anytime soon. But if you do catch bids here on Chainlink, yeah, the 200-day moving average, that red line, is at 1071. And then that should be resistance. The other professional traders out there, they're paying attention to that 200-day moving average. The trading bots, they're going to trade the 200-day moving average. And if Chainlink does get up to like that 200-day moving average, it's probably going to get rejected initially. I don't think it's just going to slice right through it unless we get some really positive news about Chainlink and a lot of money going into it. All right, Fishing Crypto says the business is dying off liquidity. Chainlink looks like the start of a falling knife. Oh man. And then Fishing Crypto says crypto is not stocks. Yeah, that you are right about. Oh, we got Deluxe and the TikTok stream now. How you doing, Deluxe? I see you. Just show up right just now. All right, we'll move on from Chainlink. We'll take a look at Sui now. Sui, what are we doing here with Sui? So we're currently trading at 91 cents. We're on the daily time frame here for Sui. Sui, what are we doing? You got your point of control highest volume node here sitting at 95 pennies. That's going to be resistance because you're below it right now. You're at 91 pennies. So limited upside for Sui in the near term here, but if you can get past 95 cents, then the volume drops off very steeply here. There's a little bit of something here at $1. You know, it's like a psychological number, $1. But actually, the value area high sits above that, and that's at $1.03. That could be your resistance for Sui in the near future here. $1.03 might be tough to get past. But once you get past that, you know, once again, it gets even easier to go to higher prices here. But I think the 200-day moving average, which has already acted as resistance earlier in May, that 200-day moving average, that red line is sitting at $1.21. I think that's going to be your resistance after that. So there you go, $1.03 and $1.21 to the upside is what I'm seeing here on the chats for Sui. But Sui looks like a falling knife. I don't know why we're not calling Sui a falling knife, because this looks like a falling knife. It's been a falling knife for the last couple of weeks now. Sui continues to go to lower prices. There is a value area low, this white line, sitting at 88 cents. You got some near-term support right below you. Lose that, and oh man. I have marked on the charts 83 cents and 74 cents, because I think if I zoom out and I gather more data here for Sui, yeah, there's a high volume node here at 74 cents here, and also some good amount of volume here at 83 cents as well. That's why I marked it on the charts there. Okay, so there you go. Those are downside targets for Sui. You're already near you know, the value area low at 88 cents, 86 cents, around there, and then 83 cents. So I don't know if there's going to be that much downside for Sui, but maybe the bear market low, if we do get a bear market low, it will be around 74 cents. I think that should try to hold for Sui. Let me see, what are we saying here? What indicator am I using right now? That indicator off to the right looks like a heat map. This is the VRVP indicator here, the visual range volume profile indicator, which shows you your value area low, your point of control, and your value area high. And I show you how to set that up. I do got a video here on TikTok. I'm gonna go to TikTok right now. All right, Deluxe, I got your message. I'll text you on Discord after the live stream. All right, here on TikTok, if you want to look at that VRVP indicator and find out how to figure out how to set it up and how I trade it, there is a there's a VRVP video here pinned to the top of the channel. That's that video right there. If you click on it, you'll see me talking about the visual range volume profile indicator.
Guys, I am Damien,
and I show you how I trade it and how I set it up.
This indicator is basically measuring how many people bought and sold at different levels.
Okay.
The green would indicate.
I think that video has almost like 3,000 views. It's a very popular video. There's also some other videos that I pinned, some other tutorial videos. I have a video here about the Fibonacci indicator for those who are trying to learn about it. And then I got a video for just, you know, how to set up a candlestick chart and how to read it. As another video that I pinned to the top of the channel here on the Meet Damien channel. I'll try to do a few more videos about some coins maybe later on this weekend. I'll do some YouTube shorts and some TikTok videos. I have put up some interesting nightlife videos here. Just keeping it interesting and entertaining here. Why not? This is my channel. I can post whatever I want, right? as long as TikTok allows me to, right? But yeah, I also been posting up like some videos here about me in Costa Rica. I actually gonna try to. I might do a live stream tomorrow afternoon, guys, on TikTok and YouTube, walking through the streets of San Jose, Costa Rica. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. It's not gonna really be like a crypto video. It's gonna be more of a talking about Costa Rica and what it's like living here, and because I've been here since April, and I'll be here till around the 4th of July, and then I'll be back in the United States to celebrate America's birthday on 4th of July. So, but yeah, I am in Costa Rica right now, and I'll be here for a little bit. So if you guys want to ask me questions about Costa Rica and see what it's like, you know, on the live stream, I'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon. Not sure what time. Just be on the lookout for it. Can't give you an exact time, but just be on the lookout for like probably like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. my time, which is like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Eastern time. I might go live on TikTok, and I might even do one on YouTube. We'll see. I have to figure it out. Maybe I do like 30 minutes with TikTok, and then I do like 30 minutes on YouTube, just walking through the streets of San Jose. I'm gonna try to like maybe visit like the museum and the Capitol building, stuff like that. Show you guys what it's like, you know, here in Costa Rica. All right, let me check in the chat, see what my guy's saying here on YouTube. Oh, where is that? Next week, I'm going to be in Jaco Beach. I'm going to be in a beach town, and I'll be doing live streams on TikTok, walking on the beach next week. So you'll get a chance to see some more of Costa Rica, and I'll try to do some like, you know, some videos and some YouTube shorts and stuff like that while I'm at the beach. And it's very beautiful, very scenic over there. Maybe I might try to go to like Manuel Antonio, which is like that is a park where they have waterfalls and stuff like that. So there'll be some more interesting content I hope to be posting here on the Meet Damien YouTube and TikTok channel here. I see we got Porky Flounder in the chat here. I see you, Porky, on YouTube chat. I'm looking at you right now. It says like button smash. Are you still there, Porky? Put a 1 in the chat if you're still there. I'm about to give you a shout out. But yeah, I see Crypto Cruz, and I see Deluxe was in here. Matty Ghost, those guys. I know there's like a 10-second delay. I'm just waiting to see if Porky's in it. Yep, Porky's still here. Awesome. All right, guys. So there is another YouTuber here. Cryptocurrency analyst. He also talks about stocks too. He could, if he can find it on TradingView, just like myself, he can look at it and chart it. Like we're both capable of doing crypto, oil, gold, silver. If we can like find it on TradingView, we'll look at it. I go on his live streams as well to like look at you know, look at various stocks. I like asking him about stocks. It's like, I know when a lot of his viewers and my viewers, we just what do? We get a lot of people asking us about cryptocurrency. I like asking Porky about stocks, because I know he's involved in stocks as well for his kids. He's got like a little I don't know, like not like a 401k, but like a plan. I forgot what is the Porky, what is the plan that you can use to like trade and invest tax-free for your kids? I think that's what you're doing, right? But anyways, I usually ask him about stocks because I don't feel as though, you know, he gets a lot of people asking about stocks. So I ask him about stocks that I think are interesting for me and him. But anyways, Porky is on here. That's his channel right there. Shout out to him. He does. He used to go live like almost every day. But what is your schedule like now, Porky, for your live streams here? Looks like you went live yesterday. I know sometimes you do like live streams on Pumpkin only live streams every now and then you got like your membership only live streams as well. Then it looks like you've been trying to go live a few times here this week. Looks like streamed 2 days ago here, 8 days ago, 10 days ago. I know your kids will probably be keeping you busy and work as well, but. Yeah, he goes live, guys, and you gotta check him out. Doesn't play music like I do, so you know, for you guys who don't like music, maybe Porky might be your guy. But yeah, that's shout out to Porky, great great YouTube analyst. And I know he gives me a shout out every time I go on his live streams too. So shout out to him. I think he does better shout outs though. He's a lot more funnier than me with the shout outs. Porky says that most weeks you've been doing 3 to 4 days a week, but when the market slows down, you also slow down on your videos. Okay, gotcha. Oh, when the market slows down, you just make videos instead of live streams. Yeah, I get it. I've seen that a lot with a lot of content creators out there. They're slowing down on their content because the viewers are just not there. It's hard to get viewers. It's hard. I mean, it's tough when you put a lot of effort and work into a video or a live stream, and then you get like not that many views. It's a little bit discouraging, but whatever. As long as you're pumping that content out, people know that you are putting the content out even during the slow periods, and they appreciate you for that. And then when things pick up again, you'll still have those people there. Plus, I'm at a loss for words, but the people that like to show up during the bull market. You'll get them as well as your loyal followers. So you'll have better days for you, hopefully. Insanity is following me here on TikTok. Thank you for following me here. We got somebody here that says XRP greater is gonna go up to $100 maybe. That'd be interesting. All right, what is Porky saying here? Might have to throw in some Shake Shack if you want to check out that stock. It looks pretty nice on the pullback. All right, yeah, we'll take a look at Shake Shack. And then maybe I'll look at Bitcoin, and that'll be it for this live stream here. All right, let's see. Shake Shack, yeah, that's right. I was about to look at Bitcoin there, but we want to look at Shake Shack. That was a request. Shake Shack used to be one of my favorite places to go when I was in college. Go get some food, or at least the guys that my roommates and floor mates in the dorm, they all love to go to Shake Shack after a night out. Let's see, Shake Shack. That'd be like, instead of going to like Wendy's or Burger King, we would go to Shake Shack. Shake Shack, what are we doing here? Oh, we did get a pullback there, huh? That's for sure. That's what I'm seeing here on the charts. Shake Shack here in April was trading at like $100, and now we're at $64. Yikes. Looks like you got a bad earnings report here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Revenue came in at $366 million. They were expecting $372, so a little bit of downside there. But then, what is going on here? Earnings per share, they were expecting 12 cents, and they actually lost money. So the revenue was fine, but something happened here with the earnings where they weren't able to make a profit. They actually lost money. And it was 101% downside. So what happened? Like, was there a big lawsuit or something? Like, this is not normal for you to gap down like that. There's got to be something in the news that affected Shake Shack. Maybe Porky, you can look that up for me. I don't want to distract from the channel. I want to stay on the charts here, but Porky, if you could tell me like what the news was. I think this was a news specific thing here. Like, you don't just gap down out of nowhere. The earnings was bad, but there had to be something in the earnings. It had to be like, I don't know, did someone get spilled coffee on somebody and then they sued Shake Shack for like $1 billion or something? I'm just being ridiculous, but something happened there where they lost a lot of money for this quarter. Like, their quarters were good. They had green quarter here on the quarter before that, and then another quarter there, green. Oh, the last bad quarter was here in May of 2025, and it wasn't that bad. Like, they had a 13% downside surprise here. Earnings came in at 14 cents per share. They were expecting 16 cents. That's normal. What's not normal is what the hell happened here. That's what I want to know. So, Porky, if you're able to let me know what happened to their earnings report for it to be so bad, that's like, I know the reason why it dropped down was because of the bad earnings report, but I want to know what was in the earnings report that made it so bad. Let me just go back in the chats here, see if Porky has the news for it. Porky says, not sure what bad thing happened, but they are planning on expanding going into next year, so you're not sure, haha, you looked on it on the weekly when you saw it. Yeah. I mean, they sell food. Everybody needs to eat. So they'll always be in business. There'll always be someone that wants a Shake Shack burger. But it's like, okay, are we able to recover and get back up to that price again of $100? I mean, the trend was to the upside here. And then what happened here? Like you dripped down here in March of 2025, came back up again. Topped out here in July of 2025. The bears would call this a double top. You topped out here at $139 in December of 2024, and then you topped out again here at $144. In order for it to qualify as a double top, it has to be within 1 to 3% of each other. So yeah, that's a double top there, and you got sent down to low prices after that. Funny enough, Porky, my DeluxeAlgo indicator is telling us to long. My signals indicator here is telling me to long Shake Shack. So there you go. We got a trap long signal there. Porky, if you want to add these DeluxeAlgo signals to your chart here, you can actually go to the Meet Damien YouTube channel. Let's go to my channel here real quick. Go over to the Linktree link there. Click on that. I'll take you to the Meet Damien Linktree. Then you go to the DeluxeAlgo signals here. Click on that, and you get the Deluxe website here. Shows you the indicators that you get. You get 3 different indicators: the DeluxeAlgo trade, Deluxe money flow, Deluxe trap radar indicator. And for only $19.99 a month versus paying $24, you'll save 20% off if you use my referral link there, Porky. You can get access, $19 a month. Try it out, see if you like it or not. And if you do like it, then maybe you could get a few more months instead of 1 month. You'll get a little bit of a discount if you do 3 months or 6 months here. 25% off if you do a whole year subscription. Or you can just skip it and be like, I just want those indicators forever, and that's a $349 purchase right there. Well, let's go back to trading view here. So if you want those signals indicators, you gotta get the DeluxeAlgo signals indicator, and then you would just go over here to indicators, invite only, and you'll have those indicators there for you. So that was my shameless plug there for the DeluxeAlgo indicators. I do make a little bit of commission when you guys use those indicators. So yeah, I'm going to give out the shameless plug for it. Not money flow. MACD indicator though is showing you got a good trend here to go up to higher prices for Shake Shack. I like that there, Porky. Getting a MACD crossover to the upside. You get your first buying pressure showing up here on your first green candle on the buying pressure showing up here on Friday today. I might have to look at this weekend. Maybe I decide to get involved with Shake Shack here. Even if we do have a recession, people still got to eat, and I think Shake Shack will be all right during a recession, if there is going to be a recession. My other indicator that I use for getting a direction here for Shake Shack is I use this momentum indicator called the DeluxeAlgo money flow indicator. This is one of the paid indicators that I use. Okay. You did get a green buy dot here that came in on Wednesday, May 13th, and momentum is to the upside. That's good to see. Money flow is still negative, though. You're going to need to see higher prices for sure to see the money flow start increasing again. But the hyperwave line is turning green here, so maybe you might be bottoming out here for Shake Shack. And if you get involved in Shake Shack, where would you put your stop loss? Well, you put it like right below the low here, the lowest low here. The lows for the year is $59.49 here. You can also see that here with the 52-week range. $59.49 is the lows for the week. I mean, lows for the year. So there you go. I'll put the stop loss right below that. If we go lower than that, I mean, maybe it wants to go to lower prices. And, you know, putting your stop loss there would be like, what, like 5%? No, probably like a 10% move down. So you're risking $9.49. Yeah, you're risking about like 7% here. Risking 7%, but you're risking 7% to possibly get, if we can just climb back up to that 50-day moving average, that green line there, you're risking like 7% to get 33%. If I was to do a long position on that, let's see, what would the risk-reward ratio be like that? Risk-reward ratio, what would it be like for that? Risk-reward ratio of 4. That's a good trade to get into. Yeah. You're risking, like I said, 7 or 8% to try and get 32, 33%. And if you get back up to that 200-day moving average, which would make you bullish, in my opinion here, you would be back in a bull market here for this asset. You'd be up 42%. Not bad, not bad. You got to get back up to like 91 bucks here. And if we get back to like the prices that we saw towards the end of April, at like 100 bucks roughly, you'd be up about 55%, and you're only risking 7 or 8%. I think that's a worthwhile trade to get into, Porky. I like it. I like it. Risk-reward ratio is 6.9, almost 7. If you can get right back up to 100 bucks here on Shake Shack. Trader Doc says, "Hi, I have long Mega." Is that a request for Mega? And let me get back into the YouTube chat, see what my YouTube guys are saying too. Porky says, haha, that pullback on the weekly is a 786. Is it? Okay, I'll take your word for it. I kind of want to move on to finish up the live stream here. DZ showing up towards the end of the live stream. Where have you been, DZ? You normally get here like around 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we miss you, buddy. Where have you been? Hopefully you're having a good time out there. I was having a good time last night. If you didn't see what I posted up on the Discord, yeah, I think you did. But I had a good night last night. I'm gonna try to have a good night tonight too. DZ says he was taking a nap. Oh, DZ, you gotta set the alarm clock to go see the live stream, man. All right, and even if you don't want to watch the live stream and you want to continue napping, just, you know, let it play in the background. You can turn the volume off. You can say, "Hey, Damien, I'm here. I'm taking a nap, though. Wake me up when the live stream is about to come to an end, and I'll wake you up." But then I guess you got to turn the volume up if that's the case. So yeah, you can just, like, you know, take a nap while you're watching me. Leave me in the background. I'll be like your ASMR. You know, my voice will put you to sleep, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing, if I should say that. DZ's like, "Oh yeah, you definitely had a good time. Ha ha ha." Yeah, I've been having good times since I've been in Costa Rica. I'm glad I made this trip out here. I'm going to the beach next week. I'm changing towns. I'm going to be going from San Jose to Jaco Beach next week. I'll be there for the entire month of June. So it's going to be fun times. It's going to feel more like Costa Rica when I'm out there. Because I'll be by the beach, by the water, palm trees, all that stuff. Mountains in the background. Scenic views. I'll try to see if I can find a waterfall. And we'll take some pictures and videos of me at the waterfall. I do have a Costa Rican girl, Tika, that wants to go horseback riding with me on the beach. Maybe I make a video of that. You know. Maybe I make a live stream of that. But yeah, we got Trader here. He said Mega. I don't know if that was a request here. But yeah, I'm not done having fun here in Costa Rica. I'm gonna be here till 4th of July, and then I'll be coming back to America to celebrate America's birthday. How does that sound? All right, let's see. Mega is that a? I'm pretty sure there is something named Mega here. But is there a mega cryptocurrency? Is that what we were trying to get me to look at here? Mega ETH? Mega ETH USD? It's on Coinbase. Oh my god. You really want me to do a chart analysis on this? Stay away. That's my analysis right there for Mega ETH. This is a falling knife for sure. Like, we were joking about like Nair and some other cryptocurrencies being a falling knife right now. This is a falling knife. Mega USD. Mega ETH on Coinbase. Stay away. I do not know when the bottom is going to come in here. I could try maybe looking at maybe the RSI here. See if there's like bullish divergence showing up. Maybe on the 4-hour time frame it might show that. Oh, God. The DeluxeAlgo indicator is telling you to try to start long in this, but damn. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah. RSI, you had a low here, and then a lower low on the 4-hour RSI. So you're not even getting bullish divergence. I would stay the hell away from this. This is a great asset to try to short, I think, maybe. You're not getting too many crazy spikes up, but the way I would play this is I would just short this thing. Yeah. When it gets to the 21 EMA, short it. I'm on the 4-hour time frame here, but yeah, the 4-hour time frame, if you want to use that for your time frame, when you get up to that 50 moving hours, that green line, even better time to short. Right now, that the 21 EMA, the white line is at 6.5 pennies, and the green line, the 50 moving average, is at 7 pennies. So I think when this gets up to like 6.5 pennies, like 7 pennies, try and enter a short on it. I mean, you could probably even like draw a channel on this one too. Let's see if I can do that. Where is my channel? Channel. Parallel channel. There we go. You could try to chart it out like this too, maybe. Is that? I don't know if I like that. There we go, something like that, a little bit better. I have to draw this better here. But yeah, something like that. You're kind of in like a channel, a descending channel. Something like that. Does that give you an idea here? So like you can just draw the parallel channel as best as you can here. When you get to the top of the channel, short it. And if you want to day trade it, when you get to the bottom of the channel, try to long it. And you just long, short, right? Like had you been doing something like that here, you would have been like long, short. You haven't really been hitting the bottom of the channel to try to long. Top of the channel, short. Yeah. Bottom of the channel, try to long it if you can. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, if that's the game you want to play. But I would not be a long-term investor of this crappy-ass coin here, to be honest with you. Alright, moving on to the request from DZ. What was it? We wanted to take a look at bio. No, I got you, DZ. We're going to look at bio. We'll look at bio, and then I'll try to look at Bitcoin on the way out, and then that's it. That's it. That's going to be it for tonight's live stream. We'll try to go live again on Monday for another chart stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But tomorrow, I'm going to try to do a live stream on TikTok. Walking through the streets of San Jose, Costa Rica here. Near, I'm going to try to pretend to be a tourist, even though this is like my 5th time here in Costa Rica. We're going to try to go to the Costa Rican National Museum and the Capitol Building. And I'll be able to answer your questions about Costa Rica and stuff like that. So it's going to be a Costa Rican themed live stream on TikTok. I might do like 30 minutes on TikTok and then do like 30 minutes on YouTube. So I think I'll do like TikTok on the way there. And then I'll switch over to YouTube, show the YouTube guys the museum and the Capitol building. And then I'll do a 30-minute walk back to my Airbnb, walking through the streets of Costa Rica, answering your questions here on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. I'll try to do that around maybe like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's look at bio for DZ, and then I can get out of here. All right, we'll take a look at bio, and then we'll look at Bitcoin, and I'll be out of here. All right. Let's see. Bio currently trading at 3 cents. Let's get into the daily time frame. Did you see what I said on Discord here, DZ? I was trying to tell you about bio that I saw. Yeah, I said bio got the bounce off the daily 100 MA. Uh-oh, I just showed people your name here on Discord. But anyways, you got the bounce, right? This is what we were kind of hoping for and planning for, right? We were like, if there's going to be any saving grace here for bio, maybe you'll get a bounce off the 100 moving average, and I think you did. So is the pain going to come to an end? Well, you need to see more upward price action. You got to get people, you know, comfortable and excited about bio going to higher prices here. But if you do decide to go to low prices, I think the 100 moving average could act as a bounce area one more time. That's sitting at 0.0285 pennies right now. I don't know what you did, DZ. I don't know if you added to your spot bags here, but you could add to your spot bags at that level there. Put your stop loss really tight below the 100 moving average. And if you get stopped out, you know, then it's game over. This thing probably wants to go to low prices here. We already talked about what the lows were. You know, we had sideways trading here back in April at like less than 2 pennies here. Turning on the VRVP indicator, you got you got the point of control at 0.018 pennies. That would be your level to the downside. This would be a better area to long bio, in my opinion, here if it does come down to that level. Okay, but maybe it doesn't have to come down to that level. Maybe we're done going down. Okay, and then if we are done going down and we're going to go up, there is high volume here at 3.5 pennies. 0.036 pennies, which is right where all these moving averages are at 0.036, 0.037 pennies. So there you go. That's your target to the upside. Try and de-risk maybe, right? I don't know what you're trying to do here, DZ, but it might make a little sense to like take some money off the table here at 0.037, 0.036. De-risk a little bit. Maybe take 10% off or 20% off of your spot bags. Because we could come up here and then you know, get rejected and come right back down to 3 pennies one more time, make a higher low, and then trying to go back up again. So what you could do, DZ, I'm not telling you what to do, but what I would consider doing is selling here, because maybe we come back down to 3 pennies again, and then I can buy back in again. With whatever I sold here, you could add more to your spot bags if that's what you want to do. So, you know, we're kind of game planning this out. But like if we come up to that 200 moving average, sell here, sell a little bit something, then we get rejected maybe, come back down to 3 pennies again, buy back here again, okay, add to our spot bag, and then see if this thing can punch through the 200 moving average, and maybe it will get up to this value area high sitting at 4 pennies roughly. Maybe you will make a run up to like 0.042 pennies here, get rejected, maybe come down to 3.5 pennies, make a higher low at 3.5 pennies, and then punch through the value area high to higher prices. Now you're making an uptrend, right? Something to think about. Not telling you what to do, but something to think about. Only you can do whatever it is you are going to do. I do not grab your hand and tell you to click the sell button. I do not grab your hand and tell you to click the buy button. The only hands I'm grabbing is another Costa Rican Tika. Another beautiful Costa Rican Tika. I'll grab her hand, but I'm not going to grab your hand and tell you to buy and tell you to sell. That's what you got to do and figure out for yourself. But I gave you some ideas here, right? I would sell at 3.5 pennies. Try to buy back in again at 3. I would then try to sell at 4 pennies. Then try to buy back in again at 3.5. If you get something like that going on here. Just an idea. Just an idea. All right, let me go in the chat here. See what you guys are saying here, and then we'll try to end on Bitcoin here. DZ said Mega is gonna be like Mamo. It went from 22 cents to 1 cent. DZ wants to see the red light here. DZ, are you a bad boy? Are you a malo chico? Chico malo? Because when you say red light area, red light district, it makes me think you might be a Chico Malo. And if you are a Chico Malo, then maybe maybe I might want to be Chico Malo too. Maybe we'll have to do a boys' night out, guys' night out, if that's what you want to do. Oh God. Someone's gonna clip that and they're gonna like post it like, Damien's a bad boy, bad Malo Chico. He's trying to go to the red light district with this guy named DZ. Oh man. But no, you would have to like message me and I could tell you where some of the interesting areas might be. Alright, did we lose music? I gotta go put my music back on again. I'm gonna try to jam out. I might change things up here. What do you want to listen to? This might be interesting. Alright. Oh, it's a little bit amped up on the music there. If it gets to be too much, I can change the music, guys, but I'm gonna let this one run for now. Maybe this amped up music will amp up Bitcoin and we can see Bitcoin run up to higher prices here. Bitcoin currently trading at $73,600. I'm giving you my closing thoughts here on Bitcoin on a daily time frame here. Bitcoin got the bounce off the 100 moving average, just like Bio did, okay? Also, we saw candle wicks here, some long candle wicks here, showing that the buyers are pushing the prices up. We're not allowed to go below the 100 moving average as of yet. So that's frustrating the crap out of the sellers and the bears. All the bulls need to do is push the price even higher, get rid of the liquidity to the upside. Do we have liquidity to the upside? I want to see what the liquidation heat map looks like here real quick. What the hell is this music doing right now? We got this guy yelling. I hope I don't get hit with a copyright. I played a song that I thought was copyright-free music, but maybe it might not. I don't know. But here on the liquidation heat map here, there is some liquidity here at 73,290. I think that's below us right now, yeah. But then there's also more liquidity. There is some liquidity to the upside here at 74K, $22 million. Then some more here at 74,400, $34 million, and then some more at 74,800. So there is liquidity to the upside for the market makers to push us up there, for the bulls to push us up there and get rid of those shorts with their stop losses and their liquidation levels. So yeah, I think that would push us right into the 618, 74,800 is your 6.5 golden pocket here number. Let me just zoom out here a little bit. And VRVP levels here, we do got a high volume node point of control at 77,400. I think Bitcoin could climb up like $4,000 or $5,000 here before it gets knocked down by the point of control. And then also you got the moving averages there. You got the 50 moving average and the 21 EMA could cap you, prevent you from going up to higher prices here. So I'll be looking for those levels for the longs, okay? And then for the bears that are out there, you have to show us that you can break through the 100-day moving average in a clear and convincing fashion. And then it gets a little bit ugly, I think. There's something here at like 70K and 71K. That might be with the bulls. Might try to do one last line of defense here to try to stay above 70K. But then if you lose 70K, there's a gap here in the VRVP indicator. And there's something here like 69K, yeah. So there'll be like another fight at like 69K. And you know what? That's a really great number, 69. I think a lot of bulls will get excited to buy Bitcoin at 69 because they're funny like that. And then yeah, this volume between 69 all the way down to like 66K. So I don't think there's going to be too much downside for Bitcoin, but you will see the bulls show up at 69K, and they'll try to also do 66,666, right? Because that's like the devil number, the demon number, the mark of the beast number at 66,666. So yeah, there's some volume there too. And then after that, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to play it day by day. We'll have to see when we get there what might happen next, okay? But let's look at the MACD indicator, see what the momentum is like. momentum was like, all right, selling pressure was trying to die down last weekend when Donald Trump was going on the news saying that we're 95% completing the peace deal with Iran, only for us to start shooting missiles on Tuesday or Monday or whatever at Iran. And then Iran shot more missiles on Wednesday and Thursday, and that caused selling pressure increase here. But since they're not shooting at each other anymore, I think this is giving Bitcoin a breather, where you'll probably see selling pressure start dying down again, and you'll see Bitcoin try to climb up a little bit here. So hope and pray that they do not start shooting again at each other in the Middle East. And I think you might have some hope here for higher prices on Bitcoin. Momentum, the other momentum indicator is this money flow indicator. You got a red sell dot that came in on Wednesday, which canceled out the green buy dot on Sunday. But if we can get like another green buy dot, then that would be more justification to try to buy Bitcoin. So we shall see. We shall see. Am I interested in long in Bitcoin? Yeah, I was. I was trying to long Bitcoin last night, and then I got stopped out. My stop loss was probably a little bit too tight. They did try to bring us down to like 72,400. But if I was to try to get into Bitcoin again, I would probably just try to long right now and put the stop loss right below the candle wick if I can here, and try to see if I can stay in this trade till Bitcoin gets up to like 74,800, and then this point of control 76,000, 77,000, which would be areas to try to sell Bitcoin for the day traders here, in my opinion here. That high volume node here at 76,800, and also the moving average at 77,200. I would be trying to target those levels there for the longs, for the bulls for Bitcoin. I hope that makes sense to you guys, because it kind of makes sense to me, so I'm kind of hoping it makes sense to you guys. But that's my game plan for Bitcoin. I am actually trying to long, try to play an oversold bounce here maybe to the upside, but I just don't know if we're going to actually break the highs that we saw back here at like 78K. I don't know if we're going to get past 78K here, because you got the moving averages that could push you back down. You got the high volume node here that could push you back down. And it would make sense if we're still in the bear market for us to make a lower high, even if it's a slightly lower high. We make a lower high and then go back down again. Yeah. So that's what I see here, guys. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And let's plan on seeing each other tomorrow. It's not going to be a chart stream. It's going to be we're walking through the city of San Jose. And then we'll actually do the charts again on Monday. I think Sunday I'll try to do like some TikToks and YouTube shorts on some of the high-flying cryptocurrencies out there, the most talked about cryptocurrencies. And yeah, Monday I will be live streaming again at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? All right, guys. Let's listen to some music on the way out, and I wish you guys the best of luck in whatever trades you decide to get into. Take care.
Turning off the key. Peace. Champagne is cold. We're living for the moments that can never be sold. I got a fast Ferrari and a pocket full of cash, burning through the city in a Saturday flash.
The dance floor is a galaxy of purple and of gold, a story of the pleasure and the daring and the bold. I see you in the corner, looking for a thrill. Let the music take the power, let it take the will.
The strobes are
can hide away. Neon nightlights burning up the floor.